What if I told you baggy jeans are coming back?
Hell no.
These are back in?
I used to have one like this.
Number 10. Direct flash photography. Remember being blasted with a flash from such close proximity that it felt like your retinas had been scorched by a solar eclipse?
Say cheese!
Direct flash photography is so distinctly 90s. When done right, this process of creating high-contrast images can be quite striking, though most 90s kids running around with Kodaks were not exactly carrying light meters or adjusting their shutter speed.
It's a Kodak moment.
Typically, direct flash just leaves the subject overexposed and hides the background in darkness. In fact, smartphones have been leaning away from the use of flash, packaging digital optimization as a feature known as night mode.
And night mode comes on automatically when it's dark enough to brighten photos and reduce noise.
But even if the tech behemoths are signaling that flash is pretty trash, we've come full circle to blinding ourselves and seeing orbs once again. The style is particularly popular among Gen Z, who yearn for the developed film look that Instagram filters just can't recreate. It's even crept into modern wedding packages.
Have you noticed wedding photographers are using flash to get an edgy editorial look to their images?
And we haven't even touched on the plastic waste associated with the return of disposable cameras used to achieve this goofy snapshot.
The Snap It subscription box, a service that sends you a single-use camera with flash every month for $29.
Number 9. Collectible marketplaces. The Beanie Baby craze of the 90s was insane.
At the height of America's rising prosperity in the 90s, the frenzy over a new toy mirrors the stock market.
They want Beanie Babies.
Collectibles have been a thing forever, but the birth of eBay in '95 turned the hobby into a bloodbath.
Buy today and it's on its way. Other users say you will feel okay. That's on eBay.
These online auction spaces boomed as the internet grew, and many quickly realized the potential to flip sales on items that were both rare and sought after. Today, the secondhand marketplace is still going strong, even recently sponsoring the Met Gala.
The accessories, everything is off of eBay.
Well, I'm wearing Courage and eBay.
eBay is killing it tonight.
I was just about to say eBay.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's no shortage of trendy plushies in high demand. Pop Mart's Labubu Monster collection has taken the world by storm. Since they have to be purchased as a blind box, you won't know what's in your mystery crate until you've spent the cash. This addictive scheme has sent traffic to sites like eBay, where collectors shell out upwards of $300 for limited Labubu sets that were already unboxed.
The dolls, which are usually listed for $22, are now in some cases fetching hundreds of dollars on resale sites.
Supporting scalpers is never a good time, so just make sure that if you're gonna cave, you're not accidentally purchasing a faux lafufu.
Something feels off about this, right? Like the face. Why is the feet spinning? Why is the feet spinning?
Number 8. CDs. While storing music in the cloud is undeniably convenient, the recent explosion in physical media actually makes a lot of sense. Vinyl records, which are experiencing the biggest revival, often come in colorful variants with posters and signed prints. They scratch that audiophile itch. Although unraveling tape is a major downside to cassettes, they still have an undeniably warm sound. So this leaves us with CDs, which saw their biggest boom in the 90s.
This is Super Hits of the 90s. Remember, these 4 CDs are not available in any store.
Order Super Hits of the 90s now and get over 4 hours of the latest and greatest 90s hits.
Now, seriously ask yourself, is there really a unique function for CDs today? They don't sound as good as vinyl, and they're more expensive than cassettes. There's nothing particularly interesting about their packaging, plus they aren't exactly portable. Lord help us should the Discman make a return.
Your ears will tell you, it's not only what you play, it's what you play it on.
So if you're going to collect physical releases of your favorite albums, it becomes harder to justify the storage space required for CDs. There's a reason production has slowed down lately, and with vinyl sales doubling that of CDs 2 years in a row, record labels should take note that forcing the comeback simply isn't worthwhile.
CDs are back, baby!
Although, full disclosure, making someone a Spotify playlist just doesn't hit the same as burning them a mixtape you jacked off of LimeWire.
I swear by the moon.
Granted, who even has a CD port to play it in nowadays anyway? Number 7. Wallet chains. These bad boys had a place in so many 90s subcultures. Rave, hip-hop, mall goth. Outside of a belt, there aren't many ways to accessorize pants, so the wallet chain was eventually co-opted as a fashion statement. They were once used to help tradesmen secure their wallets to their clothing, which prevented loss and offered easy access, like the modern lanyard. Though by the 90s, wallet chains functioned more as a sign of rebellion, eliciting a rugged DIY aesthetic. The heavier and gaudier the chain, the better. They typically weren't even attached to a wallet.
Regular wallet chain going on how it normally would for me. And I'm gonna connect that to the part that comes off. So even if this comes undone, it's still attached.
Today's diamond-encrusted luxury wallet chains speak to a maximalist over-accessorization trend, particularly with rings and necklaces.
I make an accent on my point finger by putting as much as possible rings on it.
So the wallet chain has effectively lost its purpose once again. But through every iteration, these things have always been bulky, in the way, and prone to getting snagged on things. Really, they've sort of morphed into a beacon of trying to look cool, and that's not exactly the vibe most people want to give off.
Are you wearing a wallet chain? You look like a barista.
So can we stop trying to reinvent the wheel and just cut the chain already? Number 6. Snakeskin fashion. While animal print was first revived in the 70s, it would be the 90s that saw the greatest interest in snakeskin patterns. This slick, scaly design was everywhere, from pants to jackets, bags to boots.
I can make myself a cute little pair of snakeskin boots.
Cut off the rattle, make yourself a new keychain.
Hey.
2025 is the year of the snake, and so is the reemergence of snakeskin fashion.
Dressing glam is all about making a statement, so I think snakeskin is a perfect print to grab some attention.
Although it looks bold, there have always been concerns about turning a peeled animal into a pretty shoe. The wide-scale movement against furs is also inclusive to snakeskin.
That is disgusting. Just for a bag, no thanks.
While many designers opt for a faux hide, high-end retailers are still using real animal parts. This is one of those trends we feel compelled to resist for ethical reasons. The farming, trading, and environmental impact associated with the production of these garments has sparked backlash from animal rights activists globally.
So we're simply asking Hermès to please stop selling exotic skins.
Besides, the pieces are often extremely delicate and require a lot of upkeep to maintain their eye-catching luster. So these accessories can quickly lose their investment.
This Florida-made purse, $400. This pair of boots, more than $1,200.
Number 5. Rattails. Can you name a hairstyle worse than the rat tail? No, seriously, it's like a demented second cousin to the mullet. And while there are some cases where mullets can actually be pretty cool, we simply can't say the same for rat tails. Even the name makes us itch. This offshoot to the short on top, shaggy in the back look just doesn't look good on anybody.
To be honest, it wasn't a great look on me.
Giving the appearance that a rodent might have burrowed in the back of your head isn't entirely sexy. No poofing, curling, or braiding of the vermin's tail is flattering either. The hairstyle blew up in the late 80s, but even by the tail end of the 90s, people had realized how unappealing it was. So why is it back today?
The Wall Street Journal is unfortunately suggesting we're heading towards a rat tail renaissance.
Although punk style is experiencing a revival, the push toward non-conforming hairdos has been the main driver behind its return. Walk around any major city today, looking at you, Williamsburg, and you'll see a number of hipsters rocking wildly asymmetrical cuts that some might consider so bad they're good. But even the rat tail falls short of that. So while we're here for self-expression, we simply could not show up for the rat tail. Sorry. Besides, we can't help but think of this creep.
Hello, Angel.
Safe to say, The Weeknd is living proof that the rat tail should have not only died in the 90s, but possibly never even been conceived in the first place.
His niece getting in on the fun, braiding it, guys. Now, I talked to Kelly Johnson. He said the team keeps brainstorming ways of how to chop that thing off of him.
Number 4. Platform shoes. If Naomi Campbell is falling over in these shoes, you know they're cursed.
I did put too much weight on the front, on my heel,
on the back, yeah.
on the heel, and I should have walked more with the heel, the tip toe on my tippy toe a bit more.
Fashion designer Vivienne Westwood reintroduced these high-heeled, thick-soled pumps in the early 90s. By the later part of the decade, the Spice Girls made them totally pop again.
Shoes say everything about a person, you see. You've got the wild, big, bad and heavy. You've got the posh shoes, naked. And then you've got these ones that have been sprayed with car spray.
While they do kind of look badass, there's a long list of reasons why they actually suck in practice. Platform shoes awkwardly alter the way you walk, strain your legs, hurt your feet, and cause ankle injuries. Still want a pair?
Until you literally break your foot.
While wearing her platform boots one day, Lexi Littledyke tripped in her garage.
Like my foot just kind of did the whole rolling thing. Yeah, I won't be wearing those anymore.
The saying goes that beauty is pain, but just trust us, there's nothing beautiful about a foot full of blisters. You would have thought that people would realize the suffering was just not worth the hype. But platforms are back! Even in a new form, the platform sandal.
It has a really nice thick athletic sole, so it just adds a lot of comfort.
Thanks to designers like Prada, who recently featured platform shoes in their 2025 spring-summer collection, it seems these hunka-chunkas are here to stay. Although we are in an era of statement footwear, we'll see how long it takes today's trend chasers to understand why these fell off in the first place.
They're just heavy. My ankle is just like sore. Wow, I have so much more respect for the Spice Girls now. I didn't think about that.
Number 3, baggy jeans. Every cool kid in the 90s was rocking ultra baggy jeans. There was the acid wash look, flared cuffs, parachute-akin Jenkos, but super low-rise jeans were by far the hottest commodity. All the pop stars were showing off their belly button rings and chain belts, as their jeans clung to their hips and pooled at their feet.
Watch me.
However, if you weren't Christina or Britney, low-rise jeans were completely impractical.
Buy low-rise jeans with caution and maybe a razor.
If it was raining out or you were an active kid, chances are the bottoms of your baggy jeans were soaked and torn up. Plus, stepping on your own pants was both a great way to trip and pull them off your waist. So, if you were balancing anything in your arms, God help you. High-waist jeans dominated in recent decades, but the pandemic lockdown ushered in a style known as comfy core. With everyone aiming to feel relaxed at home, slouchy clothing was firmly back in vogue.
Usually just sweatpants, maybe some hoodies, sweatshirts, cardigans, as comfy as possible.
Dressing up these baggy jeans can sometimes offer a laid-back aura, but we can't shake the feeling that it also looks like we're kids trying on our parents' oversized clothes.
These are just like the one Busy Bone wears in Bone Thugs and Harmony.
We're here for dress pants, not pant dresses.
Number 2, pencil-thin eyebrows. Plucking, tweezing, pruning. Raise your hand if you have permanently damaged your eyebrows while trying to achieve the pencil-thin look of the 90s. These dramatic arched brows achieved a defined look, but most of us were prone to over-plucking.
Brow plucking a pain? Keep your tweezers in the freezer. They'll numb as they pluck, so it will hurt less.
Stars like Jennifer Aniston and Gwen Stefani made it look oh so good. Granted, they had a team of stylists carefully primping them to perfection. Today, models like Bella Hadid and Julia Fox have caused many to raise a brow at their slender facial framing.
Hi Vogue, this is Bella and I'm going to show you my favorite routines, how to go from day to night.
Although soap brows have become popular too, the pencil-thin shaping has proven to be quite enduring. Fortunately, many are picking up on beauty tricks like the use of makeup to bolster the illusion of skinny brows.
I'm going to show you how to recreate that perfect skinny 90s brow but without the commitment of over-plucking your eyebrows.
We're still so terrified to think that this desire to strip one's eyebrows down to the bone is going to cause hair loss and follicle damage for a new generation.
I kind of pull my brow back so it's somewhat taut, and I just start going.
Number 1, Heroin Chic. By far the most dangerous entry on our list, the Heroin Chic look is a beauty standard popularized by 90s models like Kate Moss.
Images projected in fashion photos in the last few years have made heroin addiction seem glamorous and sexy and cool.
The runway-ready aesthetic is defined by overly malnourished bodies, dark eye makeup, and pale skin. This sickly style was prominently featured in campaigns by companies as big as Calvin Klein.
The only one. CK1. A fragrance for a man or a woman from Calvin Klein.
In accordance with the trend, eating disorders in young people also increased sharply during the 90s. A turning point came when photographer David Sorrenti, who was deeply associated with the movement, died of drug-related complications.
He was always on the edge of something dangerous.
A slow shift toward body positivity and embracing bigger bodies took over in the decades that followed.
I woke up in this, in my skin.
But recently, weight loss fads like Ozempic Summer have actually reversed the progress.
The safety of the popular drug Ozempic is headed for a Philadelphia federal court.
Claims the manufacturers failed to adequately warn about the risk of gastroparesis.
My stomach was paralyzed.
In addition, cosmetic surgeries such as buccal fat removal offer a gaunt look that typically appears more skeletal than anything. The stark reminder that skinny never went out of fashion is blatant in the reemergence of heroin chic. According to a 2024 study, 96% of models in major runway shows around the world were a size 0 to 4. In a world where body image issues are forever present, nobody can benefit from heroin chic.
Just kind of lost like a lot of weight from that. And then when I went into my agency and I took digitals, I got all these options. Was when I was like the sickest I've ever been.
It's clear that some of these bizarre trends are far more problematic than others. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.